So we're going to cover how to add your first app within Cal.com. So in case you didn't already know, apps within Cal.com are effectively integrations with other platforms or any kind of module that just expands the core functionality of Cal.com. And we contain those in our very own app store. So to go to the App Store, we can go ahead and hit Apps in the sidebar. And by default, that is going to take you to the App Store and not your installed apps. Now you can see here that we have an absolute ton of different apps that serve all sorts of different use cases. So to go through a few different categories, we have a lot of calendar integrations like Apple Calendar, Google Calendar, Outlook, and so on. We have video calling, so be that on our very own Cal Video, which is a default installed app, or platforms like Around, Campfire, as well as your traditional Google Meet, Zoom, that kind of thing. We have a number of things like Fathom and Google Analytics. So if you want to start adding like your own analytics link to your booking page, you can start tracking metrics. You can absolutely do that. We even have some fun ones like Jiffy. So you can literally add like a GIF to the confirmation page. There's also different CRM integrations, pretty much everything that you can think of. So for instance, we're going to go with the QR code app, which basically lets you generate a QR code that you can have for your links, that you can, like print on a big t-shirt or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit install app, and the app just goes ahead and installs right away. And then you'll see that in the installed apps, it's automatically taken us to that. And obviously we've got some categories here, but QR code is definitely, in the other category. So now what we're going to do is, we go into an event type, and let's do longer chat, 30 minutes. And when we go into this event type, you're now going to be able to go to apps, and then under QR code, if we turn this on, we can see that it's already generated us a QR code. We can also turn this off as well. So that's just a very basic idea of how an app works. Furthermore, we can go into the installed apps, other, and then just go ahead and remove the app. And pretty much the same sort of thing, is the case regardless of what kind of app you're adding. We have some pretty huge things like routing forms, which allows you to basically route people based on different inputs that they give you. So for instance, if you want to route somebody who has only 5 employees to a junior salesperson, whereas somebody who has 500 employees to a senior salesperson, that's completely possible. And all these apps work in the same way. You just go ahead, hit install, maybe it asks you to sign into your Google account or Zoom account or something like that, but really that is the fundamentals of how apps work.